You are now tuned into the Ratchet Diaries, and this is your girl, Queen Cass.
And I'm JoJo.
And we back, motherfuckers!
Happy Halloween.
I know.
It's spooky season.
I'm excited, especially this year. My daughter's finally, I wouldn't say she's growing out of the trick-or-treating stage, but she's, allowing me, to get a break. I've been doing it for almost 10 years. I'm tired of it going out trick-or-treating.
I hate Halloween.
And the fake smiles at the door. Hello, I'm the mother. It's so annoying.
Mm-mm.
So we plan to carve some pumpkins. We're gonna make s'mores, watch Halloween movies, order some pizza, and just relax.
I know that's right. I have to work, so per the usual.
Per usual.
But no, I'm not a big fan of Halloween. I have a party to go to. Well, I was already, turned down for nothing. And I'll go and just be like, all right, I'm ready to leave.
Right.
I've been like such a homebody. I just want to be at home. But
I've been that way too. I want to say I've been like that all year. But you know what? It's safe. You can drink, and you don't have to worry about driving.
It's free. I work so much, though. I can't wait. Guess what, guys? I got great news. I'll be back on day shift, so you won't have to wait that long for podcast episodes anymore.
You will get your podcast delivered weekly. Anyway, you know what time it is?
What time is it?
Wine time.
All right, so today we got Il Duca Imperial Cardinal Red. It's a sweet red wine. This is compliments of the chef.
This is actually my favorite wine. It's so good. And, you know, it's really refreshing. I think everyone that tries it, they actually say they love it. So if you don't love it, you're a fucking hater, JoJo.
I'll be the one that doesn't like it. You know me?
Exactly.
So, we got a lot to talk about today.
We have a jam-packed episode for you guys. But we're going to start off with celebrity birthdays.
Let me pick it up.
As JoJo gets herself together.
Fuck.
I'll start off.
Shit. Pussy.
What? All right, we're gonna start with the birthdays. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I know it's the end of October, but we're gonna smooth on into November. We have Kylie Jenner, November 3rd. Kris Jenner.
Happy birthday.
November 5th. Happy birthday, girls. Diddy's birthday is November 4th. And Tyga is November 17th. Happy birthday. And if it's your birthday coming up or your birthday just passed, happy birthday to you and yours.
And that was her just like little speech. I just had a FaceTime call, which I had to decline, and I bet you the person's going to bitch me out, but whatever. It's the one that's going to fly the helicopter to me.
Okay.
So, for our wine time question of the day, so, this is a good one. What is the wildest lie you've been told by a guy when they didn't respond for more than a day or stood you up? You got some good one, bitches.
I have so many. It's to the point where I forgot some. And you helped me remember. Someone once told me that, where did he go to?
He went to Spain, Paris?
He went to Spain to see his sister play basketball.
Wait,
he came back a day later.
Yeah. Like a flight there and a flight back all in the same day.
I had people tell me that, I was out Atlantic City the whole day and I just came back. Which sounds believable, but it was a Tuesday and they get off of work on at 5 o'clock. And they go in at 6 a.m. in the morning. So I obviously knew he was lying, but he was drunk and that was the best he had.
Girl, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like a dude out here. I feel like I'm really like a dude for these streets.
Do you like to lie? Is it your favorite?
I don't like to lie, but sometimes, oh man, I didn't get that text message, and I'll go back and I'll delete the message.
What the hell?
So I can screenshot it and send it back.
I don't lie. I remember you know what? I had to think about my single days. I was always lying. Always
lying.
I'm not home at the moment as I'm home
as
with
she's
someone.
home.
With someone. I'm not home at the moment. Or it would be
One time we were in cahoots together where you acted like you fell asleep, bitch, and I went and dropped you off the. I went and dropped you off at the dude's house.
Right.
You acted like you were asleep.
You're right.
You said, "Nah, we got enough time. It's cool. It's cool." Always in fucking cahoots together.
Fun times.
But I think that if you're gonna lie, just keep it a beam. Don't lie. I didn't want to talk to you. I didn't want to see you. I didn't want, like, all right, why you gotta lie? What, are you out here fucking in these streets?
So when it comes to cheating, do you think that it can easily be provoked by your friend's approval? Like, say if you're
your friend's co-signing.
And yeah, co-signing heavy. You know, you're texting your man, you're arguing. Shit, there's all these sexy ass men here. Where, fuck him, honey. Life's too short.
Because he's probably out there fucking somebody else anyway, girl. That's all I need. Someone to be like, all right.
Women and men being men, when they get that approval from their friend, ding, mom said, like, it's basically like saying mom said to do it. It's like, well, then they're giving me the okay.
Bitch, and then when you get caught, well, you see what had happened was.
So I took a survey from 5 men and 5 women. We'll start with the men. The men have 2 no and 3 yes. So 2 men are saying no. If you cheat, yes, because that's what you want to do. The 3 is saying, yeah, hell yeah, your friends could talk you into cheating. I do believe it starts off initially being with not wanting to cheat, but the unhappiness.
How many of those?
The unhappiness, and then your friend planting the seed, and when all you need is a fucking seed.
How many of those men on there do you know are confirmed cheaters that answer that survey question of the 5?
3. So I
what was it? Possibly the 3 yeses.
Yeah. And then you're on it like white rice. Because you're on it like white rice, man. So, okay, so the women, it was 3 yes and 2 no.
I don't know. I don't know if okay, for men, I don't know if they are easily, like, manipulated, whatever. Women, I know for myself, my girl saying, yeah, girl, you might as well fuck it. Who cares? You don't like him anyway.
It's the same way with men. So growing up, if you guys know me, I have more male friends than I do female friends. And growing up, because in my neighborhood, it was like, where I lived, it was mostly guys, but we were all around the same age, so we all hung together. And so growing up as adults, and I've been around a whole lot of men my whole life, I've heard it firsthand by several different groups of men. I heard a man texting a girl, and they're arguing. He's like, man, she drawing.
Fuck that bitch.
Man, fuck that bitch. It's plenty of bad joints in here. It's plenty of bad looking
and
women
you look
in here.
good.
And you're young. You don't got no ring on your finger. Look at your finger. So, with me witnessing that more than I can count on my hands.
So
I know for a fact, if you plant that seed and the person's already unhappy, it can be really easily manipulated.
So
I always like to look at the guy that I'm dating and his friends. I like to meet their friends because it's important to know who they're around.
You are who you are surrounded.
Birds of a feather flock
together, bitch.
I truly believe that. So, I mean, any chance if there's a guy I'm talking to, he's courting me, and he's like, oh, I got my boy with me. Bring your boy. I want to meet your boy. Those are really, really important factors when you're dating someone, to meet the people that they're around and see how that pans out.
So it's so funny that you should mention that, because I was talking to somebody.
Oh wait, how do you like the wine? I'm sorry.
The wine would taste like it should be a cork, but it's a twist off.
It's really good though, right?
It's not bad. It needs to be cold for me. You know, I like it cold. Right. Mm-hmm. But it's not bad.
It's really good cold.
I need it cold. Just so if anyone ever comes to my house, please bring the bottle cold.
Bougie. That's top of the line. Excuse me.
Excuse the fuck out of me.
Sorry for interrupting you. Go ahead.
So I was talking to this guy. I mean, it was just, I knew prior, like I already told you I didn't want anything from him. It was, he capped a lot.
Oh, Sir Capped a lot.
Sir Cap a lot. That's what we should call him. Sir Cap a lot. Because this man probably even capped about his fucking name at this point. Probably capped about his name at this point. This is the same one where I was like, oh, my friend seen you at the gym.
Oh, okay.
That's so you
Okay.
get a and he was like, yeah, and what? Basically is what he said. So I was like, all right, Sir Cap-a-Lot. So I was with him, and his boy FaceTimed him.
Okay.
His boy, that's his roommate, air quotes.
Okay.
And I know the roommate has a girlfriend, because
Okay.
she's been there, like, when I've been on the phone with him.
Okay, right.
So they were talking about how the roommate was trying to fuck the neighbor.
Oh, shit.
I said,
the neighbor.
Yeah, but he got an hour long hand job and a blow job from the neighbor. I said, an hour? An hour? And they didn't fuck.
He must have popped both lips. Bust both bottom and top.
And had ulcers, or had fucking sores on her hands.
Calluses.
Yes!
She was going to town. That bitch deserves an award.
For an hour? And he still didn't nut after an hour.
Oh, are you serious?
She must have been bad.
She was terrible. She tried her hardest. He should have paid her.
But
At that point, that was labor.
Apparently she's a bad bitch though too, but whatever.
Okay.
So he was trying to fuck the neighbor. Sir Cap-a-Lot hangs up with the roomie. And I said, oh, I thought he had a girlfriend. And he was like, well, they're technically not together. They're both fucking other people. But like, boy, you're just mad because you're just like your friend, Sir Cap-a-Lot. And you're mad that I peeped it.
He doesn't want you to get any ideas. He know exactly where you was coming from and what you were hinting at. And he was trying to let me just slip this in there real quick. No. I see what type games you play.
I think he was
this is the same guy that you showed me, and I was like, that gives me Triple D vibes. Heavy.
Sir Cap-a-Lot? Yeah. Oh, yeah, same one. And then...
And if you guys are familiar with our podcast, Triple D is a legend on here.
He is. And Sir Cap-a-Lot is just somebody that I knew I wasn't going to want to fuck with, and I got a little too saucy. Wasn't worth it. Definitely wasn't worth it. No.
Did you not feel the vibe? He wasn't pleasing you the way you need to be pleased? Like, what do you think was the worst part of it all?
So I feel like when you have a big dick, you need to know how to handle it.
Absolutely.
A big and pointy one at that.
Oh, okay. Now,
pencil dick is what Kirsten will refer to him as.
Oh my God.
Pencil dick.
Okay, so is it thick?
No.
Okay, so it's
skinny and long. Girl.
That is the worst dick to have sex with.
I told you the next day I just felt uncomfortable. Like, I just felt uncomfortable.
I would rather have a thick, big one than a pencil one that's long.
It was pencil and long, and it was just... I was not into it. Oh, she's a fatty.
I just talking about my cat.
Not that.
Not the one with my legs.
The fact that we both thought the same exact thing is hilarious.
Oh, wait, fat cat? That's wrong. That's so wrong.
But no, but it was not enjoyable for me. I mean, and we haven't really like talked since, so maybe I wasn't enjoyable for him either.
Listen, if you're listening right now, it's okay to have a big dick. I know a lot of guys get kind of discouraged. I know it sounds weird to small dick guys, but big guys that have big penises get discouraged because they feel like no one wants to really have sex with me for the long run because my penis is so big.
I wouldn't fuck him again.
Triple D feels that way. But you have to know how to work it. Don't give me all on the first date.
Girl, I was pushing it out.
Yeah.
And he was getting mad.
Because our vaginas have to get used to it. Like, every penis is different, and our vaginas adapt to different penises that we're like constantly having sex with. So if your dick is big and I'm not used to big, huge penises, it's gonna take you a while for you to give it all to me. I know you can't wait, but slow the fuck up.
Okay, let me rephrase that. So there was no issue actually getting in.
Okay.
It was.
Yeah, it's pencil, so.
It was the same diameter as Indian Kink.
Oh.
But the length was there, but it was just I would rather have something real thick and a shorter length. So it just felt uncomfortable because it just felt like my finger was like you were stabbing me with my finger, which
I had that before, and that is actually, it's terrible.
I was high as fuck too, so I was going in and out like a kaleidoscope.
She left this out when she told me the story in person. but I did not know it was pencil. I will keep you in my prayers.
It was, but it reminded
terrible.
me of Indian King, but with a lot of length and a lot of like, not like, it was hitting me in my belly button. Yes.
Did you finish? Did you get a chance to get yourself off?
I was so fucking high. I don't even like.
You don't even, probably not.
It was like kaleidoscope for me. Like, it was like action, and like he knew I was fucking lit. So like, if I wouldn't have been high, I probably would have just been like,
nah, it's time to go home.
I probably would have said, I don't know. I don't even want to say he's a nice guy. I have no comment about it, but that was a waste of. I'll leave my comments about that one out just in case, but I don't want to eat my words.
We have a few questions from our listeners.
We do.
Shout out to you guys that's reaching out to us and just like giving us these juicy questions to ask on air. We love it, and that's what we asked for, so give us more.
I do want to read you something prior to us doing it, and this is from one of my friends.
Okay.
Well, one of the people that answered your cheating question, and I kind of want to like touch on this, and we can go into this deeper in a different episode, but this particular person...
And again, I'm going to remind you guys of the question. The question was, do you think friends can influence you to cheat? So that's the question, and she's going to read one of the viewers' answers to that. So
it said, so what I asked him was, do you think cheating is tied into peer pressure? So he says, and I posted about this on my personal Instagram, not this exactly, but like right. I posted something that will lead into this. And it said, I think at certain ages, there is peer influence. I won't call it pressure, but influence is there. I will say obviously more so in men than women, but I also feel as though it has to do with demographics too. If you are from where everyone has both parents and no one is sneaking around and living honest, and it's almost a foreign concept to cheat. There's a lot that goes into, but I do think peer influence happens from time to time. And then I asked like another follow-up question, and I was like, so do you think you have to be from like similar backgrounds to work out in a relationship? And he said, I can agree that most situations work better if they're from similar backgrounds and upbringing, but I also believe that if there's an understanding of each other's background, then it can always be worked through if the communication is there.
That's what I believe. So I believe that as long as the person, as long as each other understand each other's backgrounds. So for me, I understand in my relationship my boyfriend's background or whatever. So it causes me to be honest, I'm going to be very honest right now, it causes me to be more patient, more understanding, and step a little easier because I understand. And so growing up with, I grew up with a two-parent household, mm-hmm. and then it transitioned to one-parent household.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't imagine being in a household that didn't have my father there at all. So, at least I had that time, but I definitely can, I have a feel for people that grew up in one people household, because I understand that too.
Right.
I also experienced that as well.
And I think, so coming from my input, I think it's harder for people that don't come from similar backgrounds to understand the other person's point of view. Just because I come from a very broken home.
Only if that person has an open mind and doesn't want to understand. I understand, if coming from your background, when I tell you I love you sometimes, you might not say it back to me. I understand why. It might be uncomfortable for you. That's okay to me. But I come from a very loving home. All we do is love you, kissing. My mom blows kisses every time she hears the phone. So, but I understand if you don't come from that. And I try to, I don't care. I still tell you I love you, and I don't care.
God, I know. So, and that's my thing, is for me, where I struggle with in different relationships is that I come from such a broken home. So you think that you have me figured out, I'm already 10 steps ahead of you. And your boyfriend and I have a lot of similarities in that aspect. So we didn't grow up the exact same way, obviously, but we grew up very similar and have the type of issues with our parents where they're not, it's an absent type thing. Mm-hmm. So for me to be around that, I'm just it's foreign to me. So once you think you have me figured out, I'm like, oh, hold up, Oh, no, we're not going there. So patience is key, and if that person doesn't have patience,
and you have to have patience. If you're gonna be with someone that's come from a totally different background from you, if you don't have patience, then you gotta stop there. You gotta stop there and find someone that's suitable to you. I believe patience in any relationship is always necessary. Even if you guys have the same background, patience is always necessary in a relationship.
So, and I think I don't know if I could be fully with someone that, like, Sir Capalot comes from a very similar background as me, like, growing up. Yeah. Okay. So it comes from a very similar background as me growing up. So, like, I understand, like, when he's, like, going through his shit or whatever. Mm-hmm. But, like, I don't think I'd want to be with that, like, for the rest of my life. I don't think I could be with someone that comes from a very broken home like I have.
Would you be able to be with someone that's, I love you, you know you need the word, like, always pouring their heart out like me?
I don't know. That
You're like, bitch.
I would be like, bitch, I want what don't want me.
Right.
And I think it's because
that's dysfunctional. I'll be very honest and on air. That's very dysfunctional.
So, and I think I want what doesn't want me because I've always been chasing that want from parents. I've always been chasing that, like, oh, I need. So if I can, like, stick out, but then once I get the person that don't want me, girl, you already know. You said stop chasing that man because once you get him, you're gonna be like, ew, he's ugly anyway.
Yeah.
Like.
All you gotta do is get you back. What's your number? Yeah, you're ugly. I don't even want you anymore.
And my thing is, I focus on, like, one, like, thing that I don't like about a person, and then it's a fucking wrap for me.
So that's not a good trait.
It's terrible, but it's something you have to figure out within yourself.
Tunnel vision.
Oh, I'm already predicting the future.
Have to, and
I already got it all figured out,
bitch. That will end relationships very quickly.
Yep.
Because you can't predict the future. Unless you have solid proof on what's maybe something that's transpiring behind closed doors, you can't predict it. You can't.
I already got it all figured out, bitch. I already got it all figured out. I already know what you were doing, psychopath.
Keeping one thing on someone, you gotta open your mind. You can't have tunnel vision in a relationship. You have to open your mind, weigh that shit out.
I think
make a list and weigh that shit out. Okay, yeah, you might have this and this as a big issue, but you are good in this area and this area.
And I think my ideal person is going to have they're going to have to be patient with me, and they're just going to have to, like, I'm a very learned behavior and a very learned glass of wine.
I'm very, very patient with my boyfriend. And you need a man that's going to be patient for you.
Right, because if I snap off at you, you got to tell me, all right, well, you need a man like me.
Don't talk to me like that.
You need
Watch your mouth.
I know, I love it. And I love it when they talk to me like that, too. When they get back at me like that, I'm like, ooh. I love it. Toxic.
And sometimes I do have to get my boyfriend like that, you know.
You're not about to, I did nothing to you, so don't fucking take it out on me.
Yes, and that's what you say, and that's okay. Because at the end of the day, he's fighting different demons than I am.
Exactly.
You know.
And I think that, so whoever's out there in these type of relationships that don't, like, you don't understand what your other person's going through, it's fine that you don't understand.
Relationships are work. And I will tell you guys, if you're in a relationship and you guys are running into a small bump in the road and you're making it a crater out of it, you do not be with that. You don't need to be with that person. At the end of the day, it is fucking work. It is not going to come easy. It's not going to be cakes and roses and flowers every fucking moment. It's going to be big bricks in the road. But if you love that person enough and they love you enough, you guys are actually really working on it and okay with working on it, it can be successful.
And you have to have communication is the biggest part and the biggest key. That was off topic, so that was not where we were going.
That was a little extra piece for you guys. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't know. See, I'm over here saying I don't think I could come from someone that comes from, like, a broken home like I do. But I don't know if I could be with someone that doesn't.
Okay, and that's a great question.
Then you don't get me.
That's a great question. Okay, two broken people. Could you imagine that love?
They're going to be fighting nonstop.
They're going to be fighting. It's going to be a whole bunch. It's going to be a pride battle. It's going to be a whole bunch of toxic, unhealthy behavior.
I have a lot of fucking pride.
I truly believe that opposites attract. And that is not just a saying. That's true. And if you're too similar, you bump heads. We got too much background. We bump heads. It's too much hurt. So you're full of hurt, I'm full of hurt. How can we make that love?
Patience.
The whole point
is a
of being in a
virtue.
relationship is to grow with each other, correct? So, if I come from love and you come from hurt, let me love on you. Let me show you something. Let me show you
But
something
that makes
different.
people feel so uncomfortable. That puts them in a situation
it's
where
okay to feel. It's going to be uncomfortable. Uncomfortableness in a relationship is necessary for growth. And if anyone's listening to me, that is very true.
But then I feel like, all right. So if you're loving on me, and I start feeling uncomfortable, how does that make you feel? Makes you feel like shit.
Don't get me wrong. That's where the patience come in. You gotta understand, they might not have it fully in them, but you still want to love on me. You can't do nothing but blame yourself. You gotta understand. Take the seat back, because if they really love you, they're gonna continue to try, and you will see the progress. But only if they really love you and they really want to try. If they don't really want to try, you won't see no progress, and you will get hurt. But that's what comes with coming with compatibility. When you're in a relationship, you know, if you guys love each other, if you guys work that much where you want to work for each other.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're with somebody that don't even work on themselves, that's your fucking fault. That's your fault.
I sent you something on, I sent you this on Instagram, and I felt this, girl.
Okay.
If you are dating someone, try and find out how that person was raised. A lot of people weren't raised in love. They were raised on survival.
Yep.
That's why you see so many men and women not being able to love properly, hurting people. You'll find a lot of good-looking people damaged inside because of their past, and you won't realize how damaged they are until you try to love them. If you think a person's past doesn't affect how they see life, then you are sadly mistaken.
That's true.
100% true.
You have to really sit down and think about, you know, I think a lot of people jump into relationships and they just think it's going to be all flowers and candy. At the end of the day, it's important to know their background. It's important to meet their families. It's important to understand them more and more, because the more you understand what tools you need to use to make this relationship successful.
Okay, and I agree with that, and I think that's why I'm so, like, stern. I always want to build a friendship with the person first. I always want to have a great friendship with them first so they can understand me as a friend before you understand me as a lover.
Friendship is key.
Because if you don't understand me as a friend...
my boyfriend's one of my best friends.
And if you don't understand me as a friend, then you're not going to understand me at all as a lover.
If you can be... I don't understand how people are with each other and they're not friends. But, definitely. Be friends
I think
first.
Relationships are built on a great friendship.
And when you make sure that's your foundation, y'all can surpass anything. And that's the real shit.
And I think that's what bothers me about guys, because they all want to be like, oh, well, I want to date you. I want to do this with you. All right, well, I don't want to date you. I need to, like, we need to have that friendship. Like, you can't just jump into a relationship with me because you're never going to understand me. And if you don't understand me as a friend and we don't have that friend thing, it's not going to work because you're not going to know how to love me.
The friend thing causes you to open up. The friendship causes you
There's
to
no expectations.
Your real you.
Exactly.
The friendship, I don't have to hide nothing. This is me. I'm goofy. I'm weird.
Weird as fuck.
I'm weird as fuck. And
Yeah.
I don't think anyone understands how weird I am other than my boyfriend. He got to see me firsthand. He got to see shit in me that no one has ever seen. No one but my daughter. You had to live with me to understand how weird I really get.
Girl.
And it can get embarrassing, but it's called, you got to be vulnerable. You got to be open. You got to be yourself.
Right. And if anyone has any input on this or they want us to talk anything more like this, we have a couple more questions, but that's something got super off track. So I do appreciate the person that sent this message. And
thank you for that.
My little,
thank you.
He's going to be my sneaky link. Psych. No.
Make sure that he listens.
He will.
Awesome.
He will. He'll message me and be like, oh, you gave me a shout out.
Let them know where to go to. If you guys feel the need, you have a couple questions for us, or maybe you want to respond to what we just spoke on, please comment our DMs at the Ratchet Diaries podcast.
Ratchet Diaries podcast on Instagram. Yep. So, all right, so let's get into like the questions from you guys. So, can a guy and a girl be just best friends if they had a relationship in the past?
No.
You can't be best friends. Maybe you can be acquaintances.
We're not going to be best friends. We can be close friends, cool friends.
I don't think we can be close friends because, I don't know. If I'm feeling weak.
You guys have to move on and get other relationships. And
bitch, if you're feeling...
I'm sorry. I don't care about what nobody say. It's going to be jealousy involved. If she moved on, she got a girl, and he's coming to their party, and he's sitting there, and he see her sitting on his lap. There's no way that man's not gonna feel a little jealous. There's no fucking way.
I'm that mentality. I don't want you, but I definitely don't want that bitch to have you either.
I have a guy best friend, but you know, we also don't always go around each other alone. We speak on the phone a lot, but it's not like, you know, a lone thing. And no, we've never had sex or anything like that. But when I was younger, I'm not gonna be very honest on the air. There was times where I would feel a little jealous, and he would too. I'll be honest. So,
my answer to that question is no. I don't think you can be just best friends.
But when we were younger, we were teenagers. But that's what it was. It was like that.
Okay, so how about friends in a relationship? Does having your friends' input on your partner determine whether or not the relationship will work?
I don't agree on anyone taking anyone's input. You know your relation better. You're the one that lay down with that person. You're the one that has intimate moments and intimate conversations with that person. And you're the one that's in the relationship and has the feelings. You can take what it out, okay, with a grain of salt, but no, you don't move on anybody's input on anyone. No.
Okay, so I will say to you, if I'm being made out to look like a dummy,
that's different. If I have solid proof that this man is cheating, lying, and stealing from you, or stealing from you.
Oh, bitch, I feel like you're climbing right in his messages yourself.
I'm coming over y'all crib myself. I'm coming over y'all crib myself. But like, we all gonna be out there fighting.
I feel like I take my friends' inputs. If I'm asking for your opinion, I definitely want to hear it. Right. But I'm still gonna do what I want to do anyway, bitch. So if you want to get mad at me, then get mad at me.
And you can do what the fuck you want to do.
At the end of the day.
Just like the rest of us. We all have to learn our own lessons. And you can't break off a relationship with someone because someone else wants you to. Because at the end of the day, you're going to be the one missing out because you're going to be the one hurt, lonely, and all that. You got to do what you want to do. If you want to break him off, break him off. But if that's not what you're looking for, that's very nice that you said that. But I'm going to go ahead and do something else. You know,
the only time I would take it is if I was out here looking like a dummy. Like, if I was out here, like, if you could tell, like, girl, he don't like you. He is using you. I'm telling you. And I'm like,
he don't like you. He's using you. He's cheating on you.
He was copping a feel up on me.
He's never home. He's always leaving. He's staying out too late. But even then, that would be your decision to make.
Exactly. So I don't agree with that.
No. Absolutely not. Take it and you store it in the back of your mind
and put it in the filing cabinet with their name. Speaking of which, I don't think I mentioned this the last time I was on the podcast, but I started this new thing. Did I mention this? No, how I'm putting red flags on like if I start talking to someone, they get fucking 3 red flags and then they're out. So now when I save their name in the
don't tell me they have flags next to them.
Oh yeah, LK got a flag next to him, and that man could ruin my life, and I'd be cool with it. That's handsome boy. That's why I call him LK.
No, I ain't gonna lie.
Girl, he
can have 50 flags.
He got 2 red flags next to his name with his stupid little picture.
Oh my! So can you tell us what the flags are?
What his red flags are?
Yeah,
he has over 600,000. His Snapchat scores over 600,000. And what's his other red flag? Oh, but he asked me for my Snapchat instead of my phone number.
So do you guys not have each other's number?
No, I have his number. And he was like, I don't know why you're acting like that.
So he went straight to what your Snapchat is.
Yeah, he asked me for my Snapchat instead.
And not the number first.
And not the number.
Okay, flag. You're right.
Thank you, red flag.
100%.
And then when I went on his
100%.
And then when we became friends on Snapchat, but that's the only way we talk right now is on Snapchat. Like, I asked him those questions over text, but, like, he'll send videos on Snapchat. It's, like, how he, like, responds to things.
I don't like guys like that.
I told him one day we'll call him on the podcast, actually.
I don't like guys like that. Guys like that, they're way too fucking sneaky. Sir, who are you for real? I don't give a fuck about your Snapchat.
I wonder
So have you spoken to him on the phone?
So he sends me videos on Snapchat. I wonder if he'd answer if I called.
Well,
should we call?
See if let's just see.
All right, hold on.
This is live, and this is real, and not scripted.
He's probably not going to answer. I don't know what he's doing.
Probably with a girl or Snapchat a dozen other bitches.
He's not gonna answer. He'll Snapchat video me a message back and be
His
like,
wife will pick up. Hello.
"Oh, one more ring and we're hanging out."
Interesting. It's only 7:11 on a Saturday.
Forward it to voicemail.
Interesting.
We'll see if he calls back. But so red flag if you asking for my.
Yeah.
Why are you asking for my
That's a
Snapchat?
huge red. Sir, here's your flag. Hold it. Sir, hold that shit.
He knows he has the red flags in my phone.
Oh,
too.
does he?
He knows
That's
he does.
so funny. That's so funny.
But that's if anyone wants to try that, and if you're using like these sites, just save them. Once they get to 3 red flags, they're out. Like what's it? Sir Capitalot should have had more. Sir Capitalot has like 18 red flags.
And we want you guys to tell us, like, what is your biggest red flags? My biggest red flag is for a man. Oh, I have so many big red flags. Like, I wouldn't even call them red flags. I would call them like
Deal breakers.
Yeah, deal breakers. I have so many. Guys that I know a lot of guys that's like, they'll come over empty-handed, red fucking flag. How fucking dare you come over to my nice ass house and you don't even bring a bottle of wine, not a bottle of Crown, not a gift.
Oh, well, excuse the fuck out of us. Not a gift.
Now, JoJo knows when guys would come see me, they come bearing gifts for me and my child.
Listen, when they come, the only one who brought me a gift was Eskimo Kisses. The only one. When we drank his wine last time.
And it was very good.
But I do a lot for him too. He supposedly got me a gift from Seattle.
Oh, really?
Still don't got it yet.
Oh.
But now I'm his we're just friends. That's just my little buddy. But no.
So what are you looking to get into the next year? So we're going into the holiday season, and we will be taking a holiday break. I'm gonna let everyone know. But what are you looking forward to next year? 2020, 2022.
Something that I won't say on air. I'll tell you after. I was thinking about it while we were in the middle of recording. I was thinking about it, and it's what I texted you about earlier. Bitch, I'm doing it.
Do you have any resolutions?
Yeah, I'm gonna be less toxic. I'm gonna stop buying animals. I'm gonna get a house.
2 cats, 2 dogs.
Can you not tell them? Girl, maybe that's why Sir Capitalot didn't come back. Because we had all the animals in the bed.
She will be single until her ass gets a bigger crib. That will not work.
Okay, first of all, no one's moving in with me. Not in that small ass house.
I mean, when you get a boyfriend, he's gonna sleep over sometimes. Come on, man.
I'm not really looking for nothing at this time.
But when you do, you'll still have animals.
Not at my house.
Your animals are gonna disappear when you find a guy. You will find a guy, and you will still have animals.
Yeah, they can't have any.
A zoo.
They can't have any of their own animals either. So if you have animals, sorry.
Oh my god.
It's like, no, we can have 3 cats.
I was gonna say, what the hell?
Catman, I'm coming for you.
So if you had to pick your absolute dream guy, describe him to me.
It changes every day. Today I could tell you.
Today,
this man this is my husband.
Today
is none of these men out here because they all fucking lie.
Well, your dream. He's your dream man, not the guy you talk to, not no one you know.
My dream man.
If you had to pick, if you had parts in making this man, how would you make him?
In God's image. That's what I need. I need a man of God.
I want if I had to build a dream guy, he would be a billionaire.
I didn't want the listeners to hear all that.
He would be a billionaire with a schmedium dick.
A schmedium dick. I don't want a big dick. First of all, I still don't
with
feel
a
like
dick, and he's gonna love me and get to my every need when he's not taking care of his business.
So when he's not taking care of his business. So what do you think? All right, someone said to me yesterday, they were like, oh, you're like so beautiful, blah, blah, blah. I said, I think you tell me shit you think I want to hear. He said, well, all women want to hear this kind of stuff. I said, you got the wrong one.
That was a terrible answer.
You got the wrong fucking one.
What he should have said was,
this is a helicopter pad.
What he should have said was, oh, I'm sorry for offending you. I just wanted to be honest about how I feel about you.
All women want to hear this. Oh, so you're telling me what I want to hear.
You're telling me what I want to hear.
I'm not that type of... He's cute,
Sir, you must be a fucking rookie at this. Because that was terrible. That was a terrible answer.
That was who just FaceTimed me in the beginning of the thing.
That was a terrible answer.
We'll FaceTime him when we're done here. No,
I smirked. I said, shit with this shit right now.
He probably would answer.
Oh my God, don't get toxic on air.
Hold on. See how she really acts. They're gonna be like, really? She called two different people.
We're really doing this right now. This is live.
I should give it to you. He'll be like, catfish.
What the fuck is this? You said you were white.
Wow, I'm getting dicked all over tonight.
It's almost Halloween. They doing sneaky treats.
My self-esteem's really going down right now. No answer. I need to find someone that's going to answer me when I call.
It's sugar treat time.
Oh, I know who's going to answer me when I call.
They're the tricks, and they looking for their treats.
Now I need to find someone that's going to answer me. We never have nobody not answer us. It's because it's Saturday night.
Saturday night. They're looking for their bitches.
We rich?
No, we're not rich yet. But I just called two different people, and neither of them answered me, and I knew you would be the one that would answer.
Who's that?
It's Mello.
Oh, Lord. You must be in a bind.
You must be in a bind. No, we're doing the podcast.
Oh,
Do you have any
man,
questions
you
you
gonna
want to ask
now?
them?
You're gonna call. Hold on. You can.
You gotta give me a warning. Hands up.
Hey, Mello. This is Cassie.
What's up, Cass?
Okay, so I have a question for you, and I want you to answer.
He wanted a heads
honestly.
up before we gave it to him.
Okay, do you think that your friend, maybe if you had a friend and you're in a relationship, could you easily get maybe influenced if they encourage you to cheat?
Well, me back in the gap, yeah, depending on who the person was and the situation that was going on.
And I appreciate your honesty because I feel the same way. If you're unhappy and your friend sees that and they're like, "Hey, listen, man, F her. There's plenty of bad bees out here. You can go ahead and just have your pick. Enjoy your life. You're not married." I watch plenty men be influenced, and I've been influenced myself. Like, man, fuck him. There's plenty of guys out here, and I moved on that. All I needed to hear, because I was already unhappy with the relationship and in myself, so all I needed to hear was that okay for me. So I'm glad. Thank you for your honesty.
He's probably trick or treating with his son.
That's what it is. Like, you unhappy. And somebody about to bring you, I guess you could say, some peace and comfort to you that you know gonna make you happy. Oh yeah, you gonna cheat all day. You ain't gonna care. You ain't gonna feel bad. Maybe you ain't feel bad about it. You just gonna be like, man, I done it. Yep. And you gonna keep doing it.
I done it, and you gonna keep doing it.
But hey.
I love it. That is hilarious. Thank you so much for answering our questions for us.
Before you go, Mello, give them give the listeners some word of encouragement that you give me about how I'm never gonna get a man that doesn't have God in his life. He lets me know all the time.
So yeah, and it goes both ways, man.
That's right.
If God's not gonna be in the center of your relationship, it will never be true, genuine, 100% happiness. Y'all got to think about it.
I agree 100%.
Like, in their 60s, 70s who still argue. And
yes.
It's like, come on now.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, man, if there's no God factor in a relationship, it's dead. It's truly dead.
I love it. Thank you so much, Mello.
Thank y'all. Y'all have a good one.
You too. Have fun. Tomorrow's Halloween.
Yeah.
All right, Mello, I'm going to holla at you.
All right.
Thanks for answering.
All right, you're welcome.
All right, bye.
All
I love his accent. That's so cute.
So cute.
So cute. He's so cute.
So he slowed up a lot since when we were younger. Like because I know him from when I did the Disney College program. So he slowed up a lot. So talking wise. So now you can actually understand him. He's probably gonna text me like, "I told you to give me a warning." But no, my self-esteem was hurting a little bit. I called 2 people and they didn't answer. Skinny Joe wouldn't do that to us.
No.
I don't know.
Skinny Joe's going to answer. I thought that's who you called.
No. I couldn't because I knew he would answer.
Tell everyone where he's reporting from.
Somewhere in Louisiana.
Okay, I thought it was
Louisiana. Like swamp people. Abbeville, Louisiana, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Cool.
But that's our little buddy. If you guys want to hear, sorry, Skinny Joe, you got a girl. So
that's so important, and I feel like to be honest, the guy I'm dating, he says that I was raised Christian and things like that, and of course as people grow up they take their own paths or whatever. But I pray before every meal. I pray when I'm sad. I pray when I'm happy. I go to church every Sunday. I attend church Tuesdays. And God is such a big factor in my life. And he's the reason why I have everything I have. He's the reason why I'm still on my feet. He's the reason why, I wake up every morning and I get on my way and he makes it prosperous. He's the reason he pulls me out of my hard times and stands me on my feet. So with that being said, I'm happy that I can tell there's an influence on it. Yesterday we had a discussion and he mentioned, he wants to build a relationship with God more. And I feel like having that influence on your partner, it doesn't mean, they always got to straight come from that. My sister married her husband. She's been married for, I think over 10 years. And they've been together for like 13. And growing up, her husband didn't go to church at all. He had no Christian or Catholic or anything like that, any type of background. Mm-hmm. My sister prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed some more for that man. And he goes to church and he prays now and he raises a son and they put God first in their family, in their relationship. And please do not get discouraged if you meet someone, but they just have to be open. And even if they not open, being around that and seeing how God works in your life, I try to show all my friends, like, I know, it might be like, go to church on a Sunday, that's just so much. But when you see what God done for me, I can't not worship him. I can't not thank him. I can't not go to church. I can't not go to Bible study. I cannot not read my Bible or pray.
And I think it's good coming from a woman, because I know a lot of times I feel like it's the woman that's always like, no, God did this for me. But it's really good hearing from a man, too, that's the important part. And he left.
We learned in church, and I'm not sure if anyone's listening and you guys learn this in church, there's a bigger blessing when a man gets on his knees and prays for his family.
That's what Mello is teaching his son.
There's a different blessing that comes to your family when your husband gets on his knees.
Because he'll tell you, like, it all starts from, like, the man in the house, like, the man of the household.
It's
prayer
true.
starts there.
It's true.
So that's where he, like, says...
It's a different blessing when your husband is worshiping alongside of you. When your husband prays over the family, it's going to always be different. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because the men are the natural leaders in a relationship. Mm-hmm. And so it's different when a man prays to God.
So that was our little surprise guest of the week. Yes. Answered on a Saturday. Thank you very much, sir, for answering us when you were the third call. But it's fine. Now we know.
3 times a charm.
Yeah, right. We rich yet? Yes, we are, sir.
Do you have any more questions for us, JoJo?
I got one question to end this bad motherfucker up.
All right, hit us with it.
Should people experience a threesome at least once? Should people experience a threesome at least once? We'll answer that, and then I'll follow-up question. This is from a listener. I have never had a threesome, and I don't know if I would because I'm very...
I don't think it's not...
Territorial.
It's not
very
something,
territorial.
Yeah, me too. It's not something that you're like, oh yeah, everyone should. No. It just depends on what type of person you are, and what your beliefs are, and what you're comfortable with. So... it's not something that you should or you shouldn't do. It just depends on the person.
And they said, has the majority who've already tried it found it to be mostly a positive or negative experience?
more positive on the male side and less positive on the women's side.
What if you got 2 males and a woman?
Oh my God.
I would never.
She's a strong bitch.
I'm not a fucking superwoman. You're not putting it in one hole and another hole at the same time. I can only do one thing at a time.
Yeah, you're trashing me from the back and I gotta suck something in the front. I'm not doing all that.
You gotta do what you gotta do to please, I guess.
No, hell no. But that is a lot of women's their fantasy.
That is not a fantasy of mine.
But I mean,
at all.
You're a strong woman. Good for you. Because I don't got it.
And on that
Good for you.
And on that note, motherfuckers, we're gonna wrap this little bad boy up. We do appreciate everything that you guys do for us, all this love and support.
We hope everyone enjoyed our episode. We freestyled it differently for you guys today.
Yeah, this was definitely a freestyle. And to those 2 bitches that didn't fucking answer me when I called,
F off.
Fuck you. You're probably with your bitch right now, both of you.
Please visit our website www.theratchetdiaries.
She said, "All right, we're not, but we ain't gonna talk about it yet."
Visit our Instagram page, the Ratchet Diaries podcast.
It's just Ratchet Diaries podcast.
Sorry, just Ratchet, because that's what we are. Just Ratchet.
No, the fuck we're not. Don't put me in this.
What? You're very ratchet. You have 4 dogs and 4 cats.
I have 2 dogs and 2 cats, and they all get in the bed with us at nighttime
It's
too.
a whole zoo over there.
Bitch, I'd be getting embarrassed because when the two dogs settle down, then the cats come out, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing.
Well, okay, really quick before we close, we went over JoJo's crib last weekend. Me and
I have no control over these animals, by the way.
Bree, so we go over there. And Bree, so Bree and our little clique, we have like a gang, like everyone should. We have a group of people that we all hang together. And Bree is like the mom, or the mom of the group. She goes in there and she's yelling at all the dogs, get down! And the cats, and even the cats too, get your ass over the counter! But yeah, it's a zoo at Jody's house.
It's a little embarrassing. And when, bitch, the dogs don't listen to me. Fucking the neighbors don't think I got a job because I work from home. The dog was...
I was scared. My neighbors thought I worked from home. I was like, they probably think that I like hit the jackpot because I brought my house and I was never leaving for work. But I'm like,
we're in a fucking pandemic.
It's COVID. I work from home. Whatever. Now I'm back in the office. Miserable face.
I'm still working from home, busting my ass. But guess what? We're back on day shift. We might have another one to let us know how many more episodes you want from us this year, because then we're gonna wrap this bad boy up.
We are.
And your girl's
we're gonna take a holiday break. We're gonna enjoy our Christmas and Thanksgiving.
I can't wait to buy my Christmas present.
We'll get one more episode out of us.
Maybe 2. I doubt 2 because your girl got to work a lot of overtime for her Christmas present.
Maybe 2, but definitely 1, and we'll make sure that is super satisfying to you.
Okay, can we get a oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Have a great night, guys. Be safe. Be good to your friends. Bye.
Love ya.